Hi, do you remember in the other video I was showing you the amaryllis and the hyacinth? Look at it. I don't know what happened. It's day 3, by the way. I didn't record one yesterday, and this is the day after. Before this, it was the day before yesterday. And this is happening, I don't know why, but if you do, let me know, because I find that very strange. It looks like it's been bleached in one spot. And here's a hyacinth. The sun's beginning to bloom even more right there. One, two, three, four. Yeah, they're doing really good. All right, what did I want to talk to you about? Let's see. Oh, the readings. I'm going to be posting some readings in a little bit. And, oh yeah, this is that weird light that I use for the photos. It's my plant light. And excuse the mess, I've been redecorating everything today. This is my little digging fork. So, yeah. This is the little fairy town that's under construction. These were there to keep a dog out of them. I had them sticking like that on the side. They actually worked. You just take them and put them around like little fences. See? And if you know what this is, please let me know. It's been growing and I don't know what it is and I didn't plant it. Yeah, all of these sticks and everything, they're growing experiments. There's a rose here that's growing. That one actually survived. Anyway, I wanted to tell you about the readings. Because I'm going to be posting a lot of readings soon again. And I wanted to clarify something with you really, really efficiently. First of all, when I do the readings, I don't watch my own readings. I don't apply myself to the readings in the way where the reading would apply to me. And I don't know if people I know are watching this. I know they have the channel name, but as far as people from my personal life, knowing for certain they watch things I post, I honestly have no idea. They could, maybe. So I don't, the wisdom, the advice, the messages that come through for you and to you, they're not applicable to me in most cases. I mean, I learn the lessons as I'm reading. I'm kind of like channeling. As I'm doing the reading, I gain the lessons, but I'm going through a different thing. So I guess you can say I'm not really part of the soul group. You know, we each have our own soul group. The way that it's been shown to me by our team, the guides, whatever you want to call them, is if there's a storm happening on the planet you're on, and I'm reporting on the storm so that you can get out of the eye of the storm, or wherever in the storm you are, I'm not going to be able to help you as efficiently from the surface of the planet as I would be from the planet next to you, looking at your planet with a really good satellite. Does that make sense? So when I'm doing readings for you, they're not applicable to me and my life path. There might be some wisdom in there for me to gain. There might be some, messages and lessons for me to learn, but 100% of the time, in any of the readings, they haven't been applicable to me. People haven't come back into my life. Like, the new people that have been in my life have been the same people. Like, it's just been different, and not in a way where I could be like, oh, I'm this person, my readings apply to me. No, because I've made a very dominant intent and request to the universes that whenever I do a reading that would be applicable to me, it's just for me. I make it known. And when I'm doing readings that I post online, they're for the collectives and like the people watching. So whenever you're watching 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, whenever you're watching, it applies to the people watching, not to me when I'm making it. And I have zero, excuse me, I just had some coffee. And I've had zero interest to watch them. The only video I've watched that I've posted was one to double check the editing. Other than that, I let source speak through me and to give you the messages you need to hear. And I use my life experiences as metaphors and examples because, like Abraham Hicks says, words don't teach, life experience does. So you get the benefit of, I'm here to help you, basically. So yeah, the readings aren't applicable to me, and I don't watch my own readings. There's a few other readers on YouTube that I watch. I can give you a list of them if you'd like, if you're interested. There's some really great people. I just don't want to be name dropping or nothing like that because I'm fairly new to the scene, so I don't want to seem like I'm jumping on coattails or whatever. I want to do this, with my own skills, or because of me. I don't want to be famous or anything. I don't want to be a YouTube celebrity. I want you to be helped. I want you to have the lessons that you are intending to have as a soul with as little frivolous bullshit as possible. So if you want to get from A to Z and you want to learn all the lessons of, B through Y, so you want to learn the entire alphabet of lessons as if you're doing some achievement, collection in an RPG, I can help you. And I'm not going to give you the shortcut. I'm just going to tell you, if you want to go from A to B, right, we're going to avoid the shortcuts. I will let you know of the shortcuts, obviously, but in order for you to gain the lesson, you're kind of have to deal with the actual lesson itself, So I can help you handle it gracefully is what I'm attempting to say. Gracefully, unconditionally loving, forgiving, and accepting. You go into those readings, into your own life, into anything with unconditional love, forgiveness, and acceptance, and you can accomplish anything. And then have honesty be the foundation of what you do. Integrity and honesty and quality. And friendship, really, and family. In the recent 2 weeks, and this is being recorded, I think. I don't know when it's being recorded, who cares? It's like January 25th or something. I don't know. The last few weeks, since the last time I posted a reading video, an oracle video or anything like that, my life's been really turned 1,000 different ways. And yeah, I like to do things as authentically as possible. And if I'm doing readings for you and I include myself in the readings, I personally, I'd rather not spend time filtering myself out. I'd rather just focus on giving you the message. And just to, reiterate, this has nothing to do with any other YouTuber or any other social media platform of any other reader. They can do whatever they want as efficiently as they can, however they do it. It's all good. It's all for them. It's all fantastic. It's all everything. We each bring our own facet into this reality, into all the realities. For me, it's easier for me and more efficient for me to have clarity and to read for you when I'm not involved in it. When I don't know how to word it. It's just how my ability works, okay? I have to be out of my own way so I can direct the flow of information to you efficiently enough so that the only filters it goes through are the filters of unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, and unconditional forgiveness. All right, I'm going to upload this soon, and after that there's going to be a strange 3-part reading that I didn't want to post, but since I've made the reading, there have been a lot of weird things going on that have actually hinted at like internal self-conscious sabotage, like to not post the reading, which means there's something out in those videos that would be really, really helpful. Because I've noticed when a really big message, so if you want to use the metaphor of a lot of light, when a lot of light is being transmitted, a lot of shadows are revealed as well. So I would rather share the light with you than have the shadow be overwhelming. Both deserve their time in the spotlight, so to speak. But these messages, regardless of how awkward I seem to be in them, regardless of how nervous I seem to be, or how long they actually take, because they're each about an hour long and there's like 3 of them. But it's the most amazing, epic love story I've ever I haven't had a reading like that ever for anybody. And I've done a lot of readings face to face. So like when you would book a session with me, or when you're in front of me and I'm doing a reading for you, I can't include myself in the reading. I've learned this skill, and I've kind of, stuck with it. So when you come to this channel and you click the videos, you're basically coming to me and sitting right in front of me. So the reading is just for you. Whoever you are, how many of you there are, you click that reading and it's directly speaking to you. If something doesn't apply to you at that point, it might apply to you later on. The frequency that you're on is fluctuating all the time. So sometimes when you watch a video repeatedly, or like more than once or twice or 3 times, whatever, not in the same day. So like you watch a video and then a few days later you come back to it to double check the progress and how long, what's happened and what you can expect and, guidance you can get. And then you come back to it again in a few days after that. Each time you watch it, you're going to gain something new from it. If it was a Photoshop program, or if it was a, editing thing, it's layers and layers and layers of information, basically. So each time you watch it, you become aware of more of the layers, depending on how much experience you've gained since the last time you watched it. It's really interesting how how the internet and life and just knowledge works in that way. Really, test this for yourself. Go to one of my like way older videos, like some of the garden ones, where even the ones that don't have any speaking in them. Just go watch them, and then after a week, watch the same one again. It'll be like a completely different video. It's very strange. It's amazing, but it's strange. So yeah, videos up soon, and tomorrow I will start doing each sign by sign again. And I'm gonna cut the readings down slightly shorter than, freaking 40 minutes long. So that way I can get through 12 readings in one day, and then do a collective reading of some kind, and one that includes all of us, myself included. And all the collectives and all the soul groups and everything else in between, like all the multiverses. I don't know, things are just going to be different. And yeah, I'm definitely sticking with Brian Froud's Fairies, because I've loved that deck for so many years. I've loved that deck. I only recently started reading for other people with it. Like, even in general, it was kind of like my own little secret little thing that was in the cabinet that I never really opened up, because there was just a lot of reasons. A friend had given it to me years ago. Like, I swear, I can't remember how long. It was before she moved to New Mexico, and she moved to New Mexico, I think, around 2005. 2003. She got me that deck for Christmas, or my birthday, which is a month before Christmas. And she moved to New Mexico. And I didn't hear from her for like 12 years. So I hadn't really touched the deck for 12 years, because I thought, you gave me this gift and then you disappeared. Sad face, heartbreak. So I would just kind of use it and play with it, and read the messages and see how I can, to see how the energies from the tarot are being not manipulated, but managed differently. I was teaching myself slowly and surely with different oracle decks. And my grandmother had taught me a while ago how to read tea readings and coffee readings and different forms of divination in general. My grandfather would teach me different forms in forestry, with leaves and sticks and moss and dirt and soil and all sorts of things. And then around when I was 16 or so, I got my first tarot deck of dragons. The dragon something tarot. It was like a tiny little deck with a dragon sitting on a chessboard. It was weird. But it was a really good deck. It's with my previous partner right now in the house we had before. When I get it, I'll show it to you. I have a lot of decks over there that I haven't had a chance to pick up yet. So yeah, I started with the fairy deck again, and then I saw Adelina Bond online using it. And I was like, does anybody else even know about this deck? And I typed in Brian Froud's Fairies, and she was one of the videos that popped up, and I was like, oh cool, somebody's doing a reading with these. And I watched the reading, and I've stuck with her for like a while now. She's amazing. And I've been learning and relearning and remembering tarot from a few other tarot readers online. I don't know if you guys watch like Quietest Revolution. Dude, she's amazing. Amber is absolutely amazing. And I'm not going to go through this again. I said I wouldn't be sitting here talking about different tarot readers, but they're just amazing women. They feel like sisters to me. It's nice. Like watching them over the last year that I've been recovering from like this separation thing, and having my life turned upside down, and having to be on my own for the first time in my life. My own apartment, my own like far away, living away from everybody, no car, no anything, just starting out all over again. It's been fun. These women have been true Amazon sisterhood, tribal shaman healers in my life. One day I'll sit down and make a dedicated video for you for all the people that kind of paying it forward to them. I just have to get to a space where, I don't know, where I can say thank you without getting overly emotional, you know? It's been a really, really difficult and enlightening few weeks, and even more so the last 2 years. And then even more so than that, the last 8 years. I mean, the last fucking 38 years have been a ride, okay? Anyway, I have had a really full day. And just a quick energy update for you, I guess, because for those of you that are connected to the soul group that I'm in the recent 7 days, I have had so many fear triggers be brought up, so much shadow bullshit that I didn't know was there. Oh, and if you're wondering why there's a bag over that air conditioner, it's because the back part of it is missing. So whenever it blows, regardless of if the screen is behind it or not, the outside vent screen, this like sliding metal piece of thing, regardless of that being back there or not, which it is, it still blows so much ice cold air out of it that it shut down and it broke the radiator. So I put a bunch of garbage bags over it, and I'm waiting for the technician person to show up tomorrow, because apparently he can fix it or do something with it. Yeah, I've had it open just to get the heat out of there as much as I can. Anyway, figured you were wondering about that. I don't really know why. Whatever. The last 7 days, a lot of fear triggers I didn't even know I've had got triggered to the point where I became aware of all of them, the majority of them, and how many of them were outdated. And I'm telling you now, if you're being faced with a lot of things that have you feeling irrational, afraid, traumatized, lack of self-confidence, lack of self-worth, feeling like you're not getting what you deserve and your manifestations are completely ass backwards, and then when you get what you want, it's just like the most slap in the face version of what you could have manifested, but it's like some brat manifested it for you. I don't know if you're experiencing that, but 2 other people I've talked to were like, yep, we know what that is. Yep. Okay, so that's what's going on in the last 7 days that I've been experiencing things. So I don't know if I'm behind or ahead of the energy stream, but holy shit, I'm letting you know now, there's nothing wrong with you, and the only thing being asked of you by the universes at large is for you to expand your capacity to handle life maturely. Regardless of what it is you're afraid of, another person finds it a cakewalk. So instead of sitting on the fence of being afraid of something and being like, I'm not crossing this line, that's the other side of the tracks. The other side of those tracks means bad things happen. In the words of this amazing new friend I have, heifer, get up and let's go. So get up, heifer. You can do it. Don't be afraid. I was so oozing, like just flopped on that couch, bitching about everything. And she just looked at me like, are you serious? this, like, to her, what I was going through, to me it was real traumatic things. To her it's like 10 in the morning while she's making her coffee. So basically what's been going on is a leveling up process, which is showing you all the places that you've been really immature. So instead of even bothering to complain about them, just simply handle it in a humble manner and say, oh, I have been really immature about this. Because really, whenever you get fear into your situation, I'm learning and remembering that it's really a signal for you to not really be courageous or something like that, but to eliminate the fear immediately by realizing that that fear is only there because you lack the comprehension and the experience of the subject at hand. Somebody that grew up in a really rough neighborhood finds it easy to go from a rough neighborhood to the most hippy-dippy, hoity-toity neighborhood easily. But somebody from a hippy-dippy, hoity-toity, rich bitch neighborhood going into a not so nice, rougher neighborhood, that hippy-dippy is going to have a really rough time unless they acclimate really efficiently. And they won't be able to acclimate unless they know that they have experience to gain and they can go through any situation knowing that they're protected and that they're going to learn. So if you're faced with fear, don't try to eliminate the fear by running from it. Eliminate it by looking at it and trying to comprehend it. Because usually it's just a part of you that needs to grow. Okay? I hope that helps. And excuse the raspy, coffee, weird voice today. I've had a really, really full day today. Really emotional day too. And I spilled coffee all over my computer desk. Oh, I can't with this day. I just need to rest. I rearranged everything in this entire house. The walls, the plants, the decorations, everything. I couldn't sit still. And I've poured myself coffee 3 times and I haven't drank any cup. I'm like half of 1 cup. I keep leaving it on the table and then I zone out. And by the time I remember to drink it, it's ice cold, and I go, ugh, I don't want no ice cold coffee. And the entire time I've been just lost in thought about how it is that I've become, let me put it to you this way, I'm being shown the gap between who I think I am and who I really am. And the past few weeks has shown me that gap. And every day something happens where the universe just closes the gap a little bit. So the person I think I am becomes a little more of the person that I actually am. And the person that I actually am becomes a little more of who I thought I was. And it's like a blending and a compromise of manifestations in a way. I hope this makes sense to you. And if you're going through anything that you need advice with, I would love to help, really, to get my mind off of things going on here by letting you know what's going on. You should do the same. If you're going through something and you're just, scratching your head over it, going, oh, how do I fix this? How do I fix that? Don't. Just go talk to somebody else. Go talk to someone else about their problems or their hopes and dreams and what they're working for. Don't focus too much on a problem especially when it makes you frustrated. Oh, and if at any point this week you get a feeling of complete certain, for a fact something is factual, like you're just, you know, you're gonna get eaten by this crocodile. You just know it. You're completely wrong about it. Just FYI, that crocodile is probably gonna be your best friend. That bird that's like circling your body while you're walking in the desert, and it's like, I'm gonna eat you as soon as you fall. Well, it's probably not. It's probably gonna help you. If you're thinking, oh, if I accept this job offer, it might be really bad, it's actually going to be really good. Remember, the fear that you feel is a sign that you're needing to mature in an area. So let yourself mature. Handle it the way the best superhero version of you would handle it. All right, I'm going to go and hope that I can sit still for 5 minutes today. Even like right now, I'm just scratching my knee slowly. I can't right now. I'm gonna go. I need to just kind of chill out, meditate or something. All right. I love you. Whatever you're going through, you're gonna get through it. Because if I got through it, you're gonna get through it. And I'm just getting through it. Like the storm just left me, and it's like blowing its wind at my back and knocking me over one last time before it's gone. I mean, really, I was sitting at my computer desk over there, and I'm about to like upload videos, and as soon as I moved my hand to pick this cup, the entire cup went flop sideways on the entire desk, all the way down the back of the wall, the chair down there, almost hitting the modem. It was absurd. It was utterly absurd. I've attempted to make this video in the last 3 days. This is the 9th attempt at this video. And I don't care how, I don't care what I've said. I don't care anymore. I'm posting this. Because I've made it a point to be authentic in my life, okay? And today I had messaged a lady on the Wisconsin Humane Society page where they have the virtual adoption rehoming animal thing. And there's a cat named Gemma. And me and my partner, he has the cat now currently. We have 4 of them together. We have one named Emma, and this one is named Gemma. And I was speaking to this lady and having this conversation with her, and she's like, yeah, this, you know, she would be great with you. She would finally have the opportunity to be herself, you know, her true authentic self. And because currently Gemma is living with a dog who they don't really get along, and Gemma is always hiding in some corner or just being really afraid. She's basically learning her own life lessons as a cat, as strange as that may sound. And this lady, her current, you know, parent, she told me, she's like, I'm really glad you messaged me, because she said that I know Gemma will be, I'm happy in knowing that Gemma will be more of herself with you. And I thought, that's really sweet. That's like a total affirmation from the universe that, hey, I'm on my path of being really freaking authentic about everything I do. And yeah, there is the wires. All right, I'm gonna go because I need some chocolate and a nice, you know, hot bath and the warmest, comfiest, coziest blankets I've ever seen in my life. But knowing me, I'll probably start doing some readings or something. I don't know. I'm all over the place today. All right, I'm gonna go. I love you unconditionally. And I actually know what that means, okay? And you do too. So stop pretending you don't. Bye.